Welcome to Industry of Things World USA 2019. I'm here with Nabil Malouli from DHL. Welcome, and thank you for doing the interview with us. You focus on innovation and new technologies on a daily basis at DHL. And you took the stage a few minutes ago talking about the impact of technologies that will disrupt IIoT and supply chain. Could you maybe give us some insights about your presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. So from our perspective, when we look at new technologies that are going to impact the landscape, we are really trying to look at a holistic view. So we start always with the final consumer, and then we work backwards towards which technologies are going to enable us to really serve consumer changing needs, and also the overall technological advancements and ability for us to basically bring value into the economy and to the social economic landscape. My talk was really oriented toward that roadmap between starting with the consumer in mind. How do we work towards the use of new technology and innovation to basically enable that and create productivity improvements and experience improvements? So I talked, for example, around autonomous vehicles, use of drones. When we look at these concrete examples, we see actually different use case for different steps of the process. So if we look at autonomous vehicle as an example, many people are thinking about self-driving cars. Now, reality is we have at this point still a lot of pilots running across the globe in regards to self-driving cars, but when it comes to autonomous vehicle in warehousing operation, this is already something that is implemented at big scale that we are working on actively with partners in the robotic space. So I think it's very important to look at the big technology and then look at the applications, and we are really focused on use case for each one of the technology that can really help us to improve one of the steps overall in the supply chain.
So your case study, as you just described, was really looking into some of the new technologies that were impacting supply chains, like blockchain and AI. Could you maybe share some concrete examples of how these new technologies are used to improve productivity at DHL?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the examples that we have that is usually quite interesting is the use of augmented reality in a warehousing environment, or can be also in a manufacturing environment, where we partner with companies that are specialized in the field of augmented reality and virtual reality to help us improve the productivities of our employees on site. So technologies today, smart glasses, will allow you, by simply looking at an object, will allow you to get characteristics, can scan actually labels, can give actually insights for the picker, for example, someone that would do picking activities before they touch the product. Just by looking at them, they can get some type of information. So the amount of data that they get proactively from this type of tools actually increase significantly their productivity. In that case, when we talk about smart glasses, we've seen increments of 10, 15, and in some cases even more productivity improvement as to the amount of activities that people can be doing. When you think about this and you think about big scale operation where you have thousands of employees, improving a 10% mark is extremely significant in regards to the spend that you have into an operation. So we are really looking at examples like this where we have proved the concept, and then we try to roll them out in obviously in a big scale wherever it applies.
So you obviously focus a lot on innovation and looking toward the future. What do you think is next? What's the next big thing for IoT?
Yeah, so I'm passionate by the topic. So read a lot, interact a lot with a lot of people and experts. My personal opinion is that the next big thing is going to be autonomous vehicle, self-driving cars. I really think that we're going to see a significant shift in regards to that connected with 5G and the amount of devices that are going to be added into all the entertainment systems. If you look at the latest versions of vehicles, they have as many software codes as Facebook would have, for example. So the vehicles become actually a connected device, not anymore a car, but really becomes a connected device that will have sensors, which will be connecting, but also communicating across smart cities with different stakeholders and different with other ecosystems as well. So I think we're going to see self-driving cars pushing a significant disruption actually in the world. And I think it's going to be a very exciting time. We're going to get some time back for us that we are using today for driving. It should also technically improve major problems like traffic, like accidents. So I think I'm very optimistic about that, and I think that's the big thing. I mean, I'm talking more next 5 years, right? I think beyond that, I think we're going to see significant advancement in AI, in the use of blockchain. I think that's going to come after. My view is that the next one is autonomous vehicles.
Thanks for that. Coming back a little bit more to the event and to the event format that we have, you attended the icebreaker session last night, and you got to know the communities, all the people that are attending the event at the roundtables. What did you gain from such an interactive format?
Yeah, so it was really great. It's actually the first time I attend the event here, and the mix of participants coming from different industries and from different profile of companies is extremely insightful, because we get to talk with people that have similar challenges but also very different challenges. And I think that sharing to me is as important as the content that we see during the presentation. Is really the interaction with the peers coming from different sectors with different problems and talking about basically how they're addressing that. So it was really great, and I thank you for the invitation.
Well, thank you for giving us the insights during this interview, and I wish you a wonderful time at the event.
Thank you very much.